I decided to interview Professor Maurice J. Bric, who runs the Daniel O'Connell Summer School and is a lecturer in history in UCD. We went out to find out why it was that he ran the Daniel O'Connell Summer School and to find out why it was that Daniel O'Connell is better known as being the Catholic emancipator and not as widely known in Ireland as being the strong advocate for the abolitionist movement that he was. Just first off, tell me about the Daniel O'Connell Summer School that you run.
Right. Well, the Daniel O'Connell School now has been in existence, I'd say, for about 4 years. But during the 1980s and maybe 1990s, it was also active under the directorship of Maurice O'Connell, who was a great grandson of Daniel O'Connell. He was also a professor of history. And they used to do a lot of very high-profile discussions on everything from Ireland's role in the EU to, or the EEC as it was at that time, to local development, local democracy, those kinds of things. So then that went... It kind of faded away, and about 3 or 4 years ago a local committee was founded to revive it, and they asked me to direct it. I'm from Carseveen, where O'Connell was born. In fact, I grew up not very far from where he was born, so I had a kind of a natural interest in O'Connell, so they asked me to direct it, and it really works very well. We get anything from 300 to 400 people every year, and we have a series of all kinds of lectures, not just on O'Connell. We had Mary McAleese last year speaking about her views on the state of Ireland, so it's kind of a mixture of lectures of national interest and local interest, and those who are interested in O'Connell can come as well and listen to lectures on O'Connell,
Yeah. Now, in particular, we know that Daniel O'Connell was an outspoken advocate for the abolitionist movement. Why is it that you think that in Ireland we generally know Daniel O'Connell as being sort of the Catholic emancipation,
right,
and a great orator, but we don't know much about his work as an abolitionist? Why do you think that is?
Well, I think that's because Daniel O'Connell's campaign for Catholic emancipation is often described as an aspect of the campaign for Catholic emancipation. In other words, the focus has been very much on the Catholicism of the campaign. And while you can't deny that, O'Connell himself regarded the campaign for Catholic emancipation as one that touched on civil rights, on natural rights, and looking at the majority of the people in Ireland, he felt that that majority was denied an important civil right, which was the right to sit in Parliament. And so therefore he presented it in those terms, in the neutral terms of civil rights, rather than in terms of a kind of a Catholic campaign as such.